There are some people who may hold opposing views to that of Chief Oyegun and perhaps the stand of President Buhari in this matter. I'm being joined by a chieftain of the APC and former governorship aspirant in Edo State, Mr. Blessing Ogwamhere. He joins us from Abuja. So thank you so much, Mr. Ogwamhere, for joining us tonight. Let me get your view quickly on the stance of President Buhari on this issue and what you've heard Chief Oyegun say tonight. What is your immediate reaction to that?
Good evening, Mr. Sheung. I must tell you the truth, and the truth is that Chief John Odigio Oyegu is our father and is a leader of our party, but he's not speaking the truth. He's not speaking the truth in the sense that we all know Mr. President. Mr. President is not a man of compromise. Mr. President is a law-abiding member of the APC and a leader of the same party. And Mr. President is a man who believes in the rule of internal party democracy. So there's never a time, because if you listen very well, he was approbating and reprobating. He was saying that he had a private meeting with the president where the president told him that he has endorsed these persons. But to the knowledge of members of the party and leaders of the party, there was no such meeting at any point in time. And even if there must be a meeting like that, it should be with the National Working Committee of the party or the NEC of the party, and not with Chief John Odigio Oyegu, who is no longer the national chairman of the party. So for the fact that he is no longer the national chairman of the party, he's not in a position to discuss or tell Nigerians what the president has told the party. The party, they have a spokesperson who should speak on behalf of the party. And I must confess this to you that I have worked with Mr. President as Deputy Director of Buhari Support Organization. I know the president, I know his character, and not just that, I wrote a book, 72 Leadership Qualities of Buhari, the Good Samaritan. And I wrote another book, again, The Brave Arts of Buhari, the president of Nigeria.
Sorry if I'm about in. A quick one before we go on our break on the program. It's a procedure in politics that incumbents are usually given a chance of first refusal. Do you think that the president, if truly what Chief Oyegun has said tonight, do you think the president has done something that is unusual?
You see, Mr. Sheo, the truth of the matter is that the APC is run by the constitution of the party. And if you go to Article 20 of the APC constitution, you realize that there are procedures laid down for party primaries. I don't know if you understand what I mean. There are procedures laid down. These are procedures, these are laws that are backed up by the Electoral Act 2010. And these are laws that are backed up by the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria under Section 153, subsection 1. So the president will not wake up as a man who believes in the law, who obeys the law, and who promotes the law, to say that he has nominated anybody. And I can tell you the truth of the matter is that some people are biased. And because of their bias, they are ready to lie against Mr. President. Mr. President is a man of integrity. He's a man who believes in...
Mr. Ogwamhere, let's take a breather. Let's take a break on the program. Mr. Ogwamhere, apologies. Let's take a break. When we come back, there is perhaps a more intriguing matter. In the midst of the health emergency at COVID-19, how is INEC going to conduct this election? We have Mr. Festus Okoye in our Abuja studio to give clarity on the procedure INEC is going to take in conducting the Edo and Ondo State election. INEC is saying they will go ahead. Join us again. Thank you so much, everyone, for staying with us on the program. From the story of Chief John Oyegun that President Muhammadu Buhari has endorsed the governors of Ondo and Edo State for a chance of forced refusal in the governorship election coming later in the year. We're getting some reactions onto that. Mr. Blessing Ogwamhere is in our Abuja studio. Let's also hear now from the Deputy National Organizing Secretary of the APC, Mr. Mohammed Ibrahim. He joins us via telephone from Kaduna. Thank you so much, Mr. Ibrahim. Give us a sense of what is happening on the information that the president must have given has given a chance of forced refusal to the governors of Edo and Ondo State.
Well, thank you. I feel that is a traditional way in every kind of setup. political party or any other system that you may find yourself. This means we are comfortable, or the president is comfortable with the rule and administration in the two APC states. This is not a direct order, but trying in as much as possible to bring about the unity in the party, to make the people feel the oneness of APC. By so doing, he's advising on all members of the APC to have a one clear direction on whom to elect. That's what I feel.
Will there be a primary conducted since he has given that? Because we understand that these governors have also shown interest in running.
Yeah, well, it is one of their fundamental rights to contest election. Whoever feels like contesting with them, if he is a better choice, his people will elect him. So I feel the primary election must hold with any other aspirant who feels he wants to contest the election. Nobody should be refused.
All right. So, but is there going to be indirect or direct primaries in the conduct of these two primaries for the APC?
As a party, I think even the chairman or others that have asserted that it is going to be a direct primary mode of election, they have jumped to the gun, I would say, because the National Executive Committee of the party have not met for a very long time to ratify what kind of mode. We are members of the Non-National Working Committee, my own office, and a lot of things we are not so clear about that. I think a National Executive Committee meeting should hold before any other thing is being put in place.
All right, Mr. Mohammed Ibrahim, APC Deputy National Organizing Secretary, thank you so much indeed for talking to us tonight. And as well as Mr. Blessing Agbamere, APC Chieftain and a former governorship aspirant in Edo State, thank you so much indeed for coming tonight.